our guests right now, including distinguished professor at Torrey University, Thane Rosenbaum, and the former ambassador to Iceland under President Trump and Republican Senate candidate from Nevada, Jeffrey Gunter. Also, former New Jersey Superior Court judge and host of the Judging Freedom podcast, Judge Andrew Napolitano, and former U.S. Congressman from New York, retired FBI agent Michael Grimm. Thane, I'm going to start with you. Right now, we know that Chesebro has asked for a quick trial, and yet the other defendants, and there are 19, are not necessarily on board with that. What's your take on how this might unfold?
Hey, Bob, that was a brilliant move. Really genius. Why? Well, he called the district attorney's bluff. Are you ready to go or not? I'm ready to go. I'm entitled to a speedy trial. It's 60 days. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So what's the advantage to that? Well, she's probably not ready, but now it forced her to pick a new trial date. You know why? Because she now wants everyone to go on the same day as Chesebro. And that's going to be really hard to pull off, which is, you see, the president, Trump, already filed a motion today to say, we are not going with Chesebro. There is no way we're going to be able to do this in October. What is she worried about? If she only goes against Chesebro, the other 18 defendants will get to watch, kick back, and hear all the evidence that's going to be against them at some point. The second thing, the RICO charge looks harder to invoke because, remember, RICO is a criminal organization with 19 people, 160 acts, 41 counts, 31 crimes. Aren't they all indispensable to the ultimate crime? How come Chesebro gets to go and it's still a RICO case? If I'm a juror, I'm wondering, shouldn't they all be here in the same room if it's all part of the same scheme? So it's a brilliant move, and now we'll see how it plays out for the other 18.
Yeah, Jeffrey, I want to switch gears just a little bit. We just, of course, saw a line of police cars going into that jail area where, of course, the former president will be arriving. And as he reported just a few hours around 7:30 p.m. But politically, many say that this is only a boon for the former president as he campaigns for 2024. Do you think at some point it's going to be too much, not just for the former president, but for his supporters?
Not at all. I've watched the president get stronger and stronger and stronger. Many of my friends are very close with the president, and he's in great spirits today. And remember, he said it over and over again. He says, they're not after him, they're after the American people, and I am just in their way. And that says everything you need to know about President Trump, his greatness, his strength, and absolutely not. I think what's going to happen is Joe Biden and the government gangsters are going to tire of this and realize that every time they go after President Trump, he gets stronger and stronger, and they're going to become worried. And they're going to have to come up with a plan B, and God knows what that will be.
Hey, Michael, I wanted to ask you, we are seeing a lot of police cars going in there. I don't know that there's a shift right now, but they definitely are descending upon that jail. Do you think they're worried about security now, former president?
Oh, I think they're preparing. I don't think they're worried about it. I think they're just doing what they have to do. They are preparing right now for the president of the United States. They do know that they have to have the security that's required, and it's given to them by the Secret Service. So the Secret Service has already prepped them on what's to be expected, and they have already reached back out and coordinated with the Secret Service of exactly what type of protections will be in place, how many officers, where the barricades are, and then you have Secret Service that's already there on scene. They're setting up with snipers and all the things that they do for any former president or president showing up at any venue, regardless. It doesn't matter that this happens to be what it is, unfortunately, but regardless, when President Trump or any or any former president shows up, there are protocols that must be followed, and it does involve the locals quite a bit.
Judge,
aside from those protocols, this is a very ministerial and brief proceeding. It shouldn't take more than 15 minutes.
Does it have to be in person?
No, it doesn't have to be in person, except in this courthouse where this sheriff has said, I'm insisting that it be in person.
All right.
It just adds to the circus, in my opinion.
Sure,
and that's what I think they're trying to do.
No, and that's why I think it lends itself to the narrative that this is political, because if it was about justice, Justice doesn't require a circus. So which is it? Is it about the circus or is it about justice?
And justice doesn't require a photograph of the best known person on the planet or his fingerprints. Everybody knows
Or
who he
bail.
is. Justice
bail.
doesn't require bail, in my view. If I were the judge, there'd be no bail because he can't go anywhere without anybody knowing it. He has far too much to lose by not coming back to the courtroom when the court needs him.
Well, he also has the Secret Service with him. It's almost like he has their security with him.
Built-in security.
Right, built in.
Okay. Jeffrey
Pure and
Gunter.
simple politics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeffrey, thank you. And Thane, thank you.